Hello, my name is Mike Johnson. I'm taking you on an inside and outside video tour of this 2018 Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid Limited or Platinum Limited, top of the line Chrysler Pacifica. Gonna take a little time in this video to explain about this vehicle. This is the most expensive version. It costs around $50,000 to buy brand new from the dealer. And this one probably cost double that when it was new, because this was actually a fully self-driving vehicle owned. I'm going to show you a graphic. It had LiDAR and all those equipment added onto it to test it as a self-driving car. But it's a really clean one. It's not self-driving, but it does have the Chrysler Pacifica Limited Platinum steering, lane assist, and radar adaptive anti-collision cruise control. All these smart features on it, and leather seats and video, DVD, Blu-ray players. I'm going to take some time and show you the vehicle. Starting on the outside with the tires. Has some brand new tires on it. This van is only like 20,000 miles on it. I'll show you the mileage in a minute. It's got the parking sonar sensor, so it can actually park itself into a parking space. That's a cool feature that they have. I'm not going to take too much time and show you the self-parking features. It has a surround view camera system, which it has cameras in the mirrors. It has camera on the front, two cameras on the front, one camera on the rear. So it's a backup camera on steroids. Here's a graphic that shows you what the surround view camera view looks like. It's like a helicopter's hovering over your van when you're maneuvering, which helps you drive. All the tires are almost like brand new. I think we did put two brand new tires on this one because we needed to. But very clean. Rear parking sonar sensors. That's your rear view backup camera, part of the surround view camera system. It had a graphic wrap over it, so the paint has like almost zero scratches on it and zero dents. Because they were babying this vehicle, they took pretty good care of it. I actually have three of these. That's another one sitting over there, and there's a third one here. Take a close look at the tires and the rims. They're in really good condition. This one hasn't been grinding on the wheels or anything like that. We're gonna go inside, take a look. Let's start on this one so we don't get confused which one we're looking at. This has the VIN plate on the door, and the last three digits of the VIN number are 336 right there. Because it's a limited, it has the Harman Kardon stereo system, power driver seat, power passenger seat, power sliding doors, so you can grab the handle or hit the remote, slide the doors, rear seat entertainment system. We do have a video player remotes for it. I'm going to go forward and back it in to the parking space. We can operate the doors from the driver's seat. Power open, power close. Got to be in park. From the driver's seat, I'm hitting the power door button, power rear hatch button. All these power seats everywhere, all controlled from overhead, or hit the button and close the power doors. Nice leather seats. These are actually cooling and heating seats, so they have little air conditioners in the seats in the front, so they get cold. We're looking at the surround view camera there. Let's go park next to the curb here. We can actually go into controls and go to surround view camera and push front view with the surround view camera and pull up close to the curb for making parking super easy. If you're not very good at parking, that camera is pretty cool. If I put it in reverse, then I have the rear view. I'm gonna back it up into the shade over here. I'm watching the camera, but I'm also watching my mirrors. Pretty cool, huh? That's a good demonstration of how the surround view camera lets you maneuver the vehicle. So from the driver's seat, I'm going to show you the leather seats. This one is pretty rare because it has the black leather interior. You know, if you want to drive for Uber, it has active noise cancellation. So there's a microphone up here to cancel the noise when you're driving. And this one has the HomeLink programmable garage door openers. You have a conversation mirror here, so you can keep your eyes on the people without turning your head. Sunglass holder separate. Electrochromic auto dimming rearview mirror. And we're going to go back on controls here. I showed you we have the surround view camera, of course, but if I go back to controls again, you've got driver's heated seat, vented seat, which is air conditioned seat, so I can get the seat nice and cold, passenger seat nice and cold or hot, high and low settings. Heated steering wheel. Awesome features. You've got in the apps, you've got Apple CarPlay, and let's go through here. I'm gonna see it in a second here. If you plug in an iPhone, then you get Apple CarPlay. If you plug in an Android phone, you get Android Auto. That's feature unique to 2018s and newer. Lots of apps here. Your full climate control system, your in-dash touchscreen navigation. So you can either use Apple CarPlay navigation or the factory navigation. You don't have to plug your phone in to use it, but it has both systems. It's very cool. So let's look up at the odometer here. It's only got 21,298 miles. Very low mileage. If this wasn't a self-driving car, you might end up having, in its history, you may have to pay as much as $40,000 to get a used Pacifica hybrid with that low of mileage. So this one is a little bit better price. It has the full adaptive cruise control. So when we push these buttons down here on the steering wheel, it says adaptive cruise control off or on. You see the adaptive cruise control. That's follow closer, follow farther. You set it like the regular cruise control. Of course, it has a regular cruise control right here. And then your menu controls to navigate through your touchscreen on-screen menus here. Coolant temperature gauge and all those type of things. Oil temperature gauge. Let's look in the glove box, see what we got. Now Chrysler gives you online owner's manuals on the Chrysler website. There's a Blu-ray disc player right here in the center console, and a USB player and auxiliary jack. You can plug in your smartphone right here, and then you have the Apple CarPlay. There's additional power points down below, USB ports, and standard 12-volt outlets. In the center console, there's a hiding cubby, so if you need to leave your wallet or something in there, you can close this off and people can't see in. Let's go look at the second row seats, and then we're going to talk more about the hybrid features. So touchscreen right here, you can play video games or you can watch movies. So it's, you basically got a tablet built in here that plays Blu-ray disc or DVDs right in the seat back. You've got an HDMI port right here, so you can plug in your Xbox or your PlayStation video game console into the car for your long road trips. You got a place right here to store the remote control. We don't have the remote controls in here right now because it was just cleaned, but we do have them. Your rear seat air conditioning controls. The screen's in great shape. And these fold away, so they just look like regular seats when they're folded. Detailer just went through here and cleaned everything. These are really nice seats. They're in really good condition. 21,000 miles. It's not all beat up. There were modifications in the trunk area and on the roof rack, which was modified to accommodate the self-driving capabilities. You've got a charging cable tapped in there. These seats are pretty cool. You can put them back like that. I'm gonna jump in here and show you a couple more features. This does have two latch car seat positions in it. It may not have the rear seat latch positions, but in the middle row seats it does. You got these privacy shades, so when the little ones are riding in the car, when this was its a self-driving car, this was VP04, was the, still got a sticker in there from when it was self-driving. You've got button here to power open or power close the door, power windows, lots of features. Now let's talk about the plug-in hybrid capabilities. Because this is a plug-in hybrid, there is a charging port on the left front fender that sets it, makes it unique and easy to identify a plug-in hybrid. If you move to the rear of the car, there's a fuel filler door. So this vehicle requires you to put gasoline to drive it. However, if you don't want to put too much gasoline in it, when you charge it, you go home at night, you charge it overnight, the next day it's ready to drive roughly 30 miles as a pure electric vehicle. I mean, just recently there was a pipeline shut down on the east coast of the United States and long gas lines. Well, you don't have to wait in those long gas lines. You just go home and charge it at night. 30 miles range without using any gas. I'm gonna whip out my calculator. I like to do this because people get confused. So 30 miles that'll charge, that's a rough estimate. It may go 33, it may go 31, it may go 29 times 365 days in the year means you can go about 11,000 miles of pure electric driving. Now some people only drive 12,000 miles a year. That means you only have to buy gas to drive 1,000 miles a year. So that means maybe every 1 or 2 months or every 3 months you're going to the gas station to buy gas. The rest of the time you don't have to go to the gas station because it's plugged in at home with that home charging cord. We are including a brand new charging port to charge it up with. It's very cool. Plugs in right there. And then we're going to open the hood, take a look under there. The engine's going to start when we open the hood. They do turn off the HV high voltage system if you open the hood. It has a sensor for that. So under the hood you have a powerful 3.6 liter V6 gasoline engine and dual electric motors. It makes this vehicle sneaky quick, so it takes off like crazy when you hit the gas and put your foot into it. It takes off, outruns most other vehicles because it's faster than most other vehicles. You can keep up with Camaros and Mustangs and things like that because they have so much power. You have a big V6 plus 2 electric motors to propel you forward. If you don't put your foot in it, it takes off super quietly without even starting the engine, saving you gas. As we're looking at the outside, up on the front, this is one of your front cameras up here on the windshield for the adaptive smart cruise control. So I'm going to show you a graphic here, kind of shows what the front smart cruise control sees when it's looking out the front. Also, while we're here, this has the blind spot radar. So there's an actual radar unit in here that scans the left and right rear areas. So here's a graphic that gives you an illustration of the rear cross traffic alert system. I'm in a blind interchange here. I cannot see to my left at all, nothing. However, I do have my surround view camera, but it's still, I can't see if a car's approaching from the left. Let's say there's a busy street behind me. We have a 180-degree wide view camera that we can switch to for a full wide view. As we back out, we can peek around the corner using the backup camera. But there's also the radar system. So the blind spot radar, if a vehicle's approaching from as far as 100 feet away, will blink your little LED indicators to let you know. It'll beep at you that a vehicle's approaching from your blind spot, left or right. You could have a semi-truck parked on the left side and the block wall on the right, or vice versa, and you back out and you can still do it safely. You can see what's coming, so you can do it safely. And with that surround view camera, you shouldn't be running over any little kids or toys or pets or curbs or anything like that. Pretty nice setup. We're going to continue on, talk more about the hybrid system. So if I go in my apps, and I have the hybrid system app around here, let's find it. It shows me what the hybrid system is doing, how much battery charge we have left. This one I've already used up. I only have 5% battery charge right now because I've been driving it around. You could schedule your charging, but because this is a plug-in hybrid, there are government programs that this qualifies for, and potentially you could get up to $11,000 of the cost of buying this vehicle paid for by the government from a grant that you don't have to pay back. Now, the easy one to get is the power company rebates. Power electric companies like LA Department of Water and Power here in Southern California is offering $1,500. That means if you buy the plug-in hybrid and it's registered in your home address where you have power provided by LADWP, they can send you a check for $1,500 if you apply for it. You got to tell them. And then those are third parties, so I can't make promises for them, but you can verify with them directly. But other power companies are also offering similar programs. But the big one is the Replace Your Ride program. Unfortunately, it's not easy to get into. It's only for 4 counties in Southern California. On the credits, I'm going to talk about the Replace Your Ride program and how to go on their website and apply to it. But the Replace Your Ride program would let you potentially get up to $9,500 cash towards buying this vehicle. It does require you to make a moderate income, not a high income. And it also requires you to be pre-qualified in the program and have an authorization letter to purchase a vehicle through the program. So those are available for plug-in hybrids. See if you can qualify. But if you're in the middle of Alabama and you don't want to get stuck next time the fuel pipeline gets shut down, it's good for you too. These are very nice vehicles. They're quiet driving. I'm going to wrap up my video, so let's end by looking at the website. My website is mybestcar.com. If you decide you're going to buy the vehicle and you want to write me a check, you pay it to the company. The company's name is A Buyer's Choice. Now, my name is Mike Johnson. If one of my vehicles that's available, you would like to buy it, give me a call, direct by phone, 951-681-2101. I accept calls between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. most days. Thank you for watching.